It's time for baseball on MLB Network from our nation's capital. Welcome inside Nationals Park. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Colorado Rockies and the Washington Nationals. Looking forward to this matchup, and it's next on MLB Network. Steven Strasburg gets the starting assignment for the Nats in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we're getting a look at a real competitive pitcher here. Career ERA in the low threes, and that's not an easy thing to do in the day and age of small ballparks and guys swinging for the fences. Rock solid pitcher, does a lot of things well, and it'll be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
Stepping up now, 19. Charlie Blackmon. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. From the stretch. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And they can't run it down.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
Here's the 0-1. Hit hard to the right. Foul. Oh, and 2, here it comes. Hit sharply on the ground. A diving effort as it's off his glove. And no chance at a recovery here, as despite a great effort that time, they won't get an out on the play.
The shortstop.
Hey, that's why this guy's in the leadoff hole. Grinder, battler, whatever you want to call him. He is not afraid to go deep in the count. He is not afraid to hit with 2 strikes, and he showed it right there.
And that brings in the power hitting shortstop Trevor Story. His past numbers with Steven Strasburg, he's 1 for 5. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit hard on the ground to second, and Kendrick gives it a reach going by, but it's into center field for a base hit.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Gall.
And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
2-strike pitch from Strasburg. Pulled toward right center field. Robles is after it. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he'll get into third here on the fly out, so he's 90 feet away here with 1 gone. And a chance now to check out the visiting Colorado Rockies. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, I'm looking for a big performance from Nolan Arenado. He finished last season with the most home runs in the major leagues. He won the Major League home run title. He can put a ball into orbit when he catches it, and I hope he catches one in this game.
So 1 out here with runners at first and third. And in next, it'll be the perennial MVP candidate, third baseman Nolan Arenado. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Swung on and fouled as it looked to make it all the way up into the concourse area. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya! So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, and the Rockies have now taken a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, he's looked pretty shaky from the first pitch, and things just kind of spiraled out of control from there. I think these guys smelled blood in the water, and they punctuated with a 3-run job and an early lead.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 9, Daniel.
Here's Daniel Murphy now.
Murphy.
As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Three runs already home here. Ready on 0-2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
I always say hitting's a process of elimination at the plate. I think he could go ahead and eliminate changeup. 2 in a row back to back. I don't think there'll be a third.
The next 0-2. Lifted the other way out to left center. Giving chases Robles, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
Batting fifth, the second baseman, Ryan McMahon.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and Ryan McMahon digs in to bat next. First delivery to him on the way. This is on the ground over to first. Zimmerman has it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But the Rockies strike for 3, all coming on this 3-run home run. On to the bottom of the first. It's now a 3-0 Colorado lead. Kyle Freeland, the native of Colorado, gets the start on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Former first-round pick from the Denver area. This guy has really good stuff. I think he's more of a bulldog. Good fastball, 92 to 94 miles an hour. Good hard slider. That's his main go-to pitch. But you talk to anybody around this guy that knows him, he's the ultimate competitor, one of the top young left-handed pitchers in the game right now.
Digging in, Trey Turner. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here comes the first pitch. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. The windup and the 0-1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
I'd be shocked if you saw anything else but a fastball right here. He's blown those first 2 by him. Don't give this guy a chance to speed up his bat with something off speed.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Ready with another 0-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. A time now from our nation's capital to take a look at the Nats starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Look, man, everybody should be looking at the guy in the 3 spot. This guy hit over 300 last year, and man, it was impressive. Just hitting over 300 is really something special to look at. He's a consistent hitter. I love watching his approach. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He'll be there again this year if he continues to stay within himself.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and the next to bat is speedy Adam Eaton. Now the fastball is swung on and missed. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, D-Row, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, it makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible to that slider in the dirt. You have to see the ball up, and this guy doesn't give you a chance.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he takes strike 3 called. Back-to-back strikeouts here to open the home first, 2 away.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he runs it in on him and gets him to swing through it for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2.
He's 1 pitch away from striking out the side, but even more than that, to throw a donut up after your offense put up some runs, I can't tell you what that means to the boys in the dugout.
Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. Popped him up. Story is under it. And that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They trail it here 3-0. So coming to the plate, Raimel Tapia. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit out towards second. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Time for a look at the curly W on D. And let's take a look at Trey Turner up the chute. This is a guy that when asked to go to center field not too long ago, looked like that was going to be the spot for him. Now he's asked to move to the middle infield, back to his position at North Carolina State, and he can pick and grin, and he has got some of the quickest feet in the game.
That'll bring up Tony Walters. His past numbers with Steven Strasburg, he's 2 for 4. First pitch on its way. This is line to left. Soto is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
Batting 9, the pitcher, number 21, Kyle Freeland.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. Up next, the Denver area native pitcher Kyle Freeland. First delivery to him on the way. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
I think he just subscribed to the swing hard in case you hit it philosophy of hitting. As a pitcher, why not? Better than standing up there like you've never held a bat before.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Line to the right side. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Boy, D-Row, you're talking about frustrating as a pitcher. You have the pitcher up with 2 outs, and he extends the inning there with a base hit.
Yeah, it's funny. I've hit 8th in my career, and the grind was to try and get the pitcher up so you could waste that out and flip the lineup over. This guy took it into his own hands and did just that. By getting a knock, now we could have some issues here.
And this will bang up against the wall. Freeland isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. He comes across to score. And they lead now by 4.
Well, we've already had some hard-hit balls in the first 2 innings here. And here's another one. Absolutely jumped off his bat and into the outfield, bringing another run home here in the early going.
Standing in now, Trevor Story, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Oh, 0-1, here it comes. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Booyah! Trevor Story with a 2-run shot. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
And we'll employ the use of our show track technology to get a better idea of that home run. And you see it there, 111 miles an hour off the bat. He certainly squared that one up well.
On his way out to the mound now is the Washington manager. And that's going to do it now for Steven Strasburg. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. Javi Guerra enters from the pen in just the second inning, so they'll hope to get some length out of him and have him stay out there for a while. Into the box now, David Dahl, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. The 0-1 delivery. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Moving under it, Soto, and that's the 3rd out. But they strike for 3 in the inning, 2 on this 2-run home run. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. It's the Rockies 6 and the Nationals nothing. Juan Soto to the plate now. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
I got to believe this is an awesome time for this pitcher to get real aggressive in the strike zone. He's got a huge lead. He knows he can pound and try and polish up his mechanics down and away.
In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now.
2 strikes.
Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
So here's how the Colorado Rockies are positioned defensively. And guys, can we lock in on the Gold Glover at third base? I've played this position. You got to do so many things. I mean, you have to have just the quickest hands, reacting on one-hop liners. You have to have the ability to take away the bunt, a la Adrian Beltre and Nolan Arenado. You better have a backhand, and not only that, you better have a strong throwing arm.
Now here's the pitch. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. In his career against this pitcher, he's 1 for 5. Popped him up. Murphy in foul ground, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Batting 6th, the first baseman, Ryan Zimmerman.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. Now here's the pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
0-1's the count.
I mean, the obvious key right now is the movement on his two-seamer. He's able to spot it up in when he has to, and he's able to go backdoor.
The windup and the 0-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Giving chase is Tapia. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. Nationals gone in order. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. And back in our nation's capital, before we get too much further on the field, let's check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Rockies skipper Bud Black between innings, specifically about his club's offensive output to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the third inning and posting a bunch of runs right out of the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Leading off for the Rockies.
At the plate, Nolan Arenado. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw right down the middle of the plate.
Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Now batting, the first baseman, Daniel Murphy.
Digging in to try it again, Daniel Murphy. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled away. The 0-1. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Robles going back and just short of a home run. This ball's off the wall. And he'll reach second now with one away.
Wow, he puts a serious
batter,
charge into
number
this
24,
ball. Ends up splitting the two outfielders. Bangs up against the wall in right center. And he cruises into second knowing he can't hit the ball much harder than that.
Here's Ryan McMahon now. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya! A two-run blast to straightaway right field as they've widened this lead to 8 now. Certainly a tape measure shot there as we take a look at it with our show track technology. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity, so it comes as no surprise that it carried as far as it did.
Up next for Colorado, the center fielder, Raimel.
Stepping in now, Raimel Tapia. He swings and sends it in the air out to left center. And a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit.
Walters.
Striding in once again, Tony Walters hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
Hit hard up the middle. And that gets through for a one-out base hit. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of two ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
Into the box, Kyle Freeland. Swing and a liner. And this is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases. And this will find the wall deep in the corner.
He was not messing around in that at-bat. Looking for a first pitch fastball all the way, and that's exactly what he got. Nice job to rip it down the line and drive in a run at the same time. He'll feel good about that one.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. This is pulled into right. Eaton makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third.
inning, you're doing a lot of things right. And how about this? A sac fly to drive in another run. They have to be happy with this.
Digging in once again, Trevor Story. He's off to a fast start in this one, 2 for 2, including a home run.
Yeah, in this last at bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run. So it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
0-1 the count. 4 runs here in this half inning. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Robles racing back on the warning track. He makes the catch. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate and they push across 4 runs. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Colorado's out in front 10-0. Into the box, Kurt Suzuki, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ball 1.
Finally a take. No, seriously, that's the first pitch they've taken the entire game.
And he fouls this one off. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Batting it, the center fielder, Victor.
1 away now in the Washington third. And that'll bring up the outfielder Victor Robles. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attacking the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Slider clocked in the mid-80s there. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Nationals have yet to crack the hit column thus far. This one's blooped out toward right center field. And he's able to reach down and put this one away. Great concentration there for the second out.
The pitcher, Avi Guerra.
Now to the plate, Javi Guerra. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a swing, and he popped him up straight up as this is right around home plate. Walters will put this one away, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. Lead looks insurmountable here. They're down 10-0. Settling in now, David Dahl, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
This is in the air to left. Soto is there. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Up next for Colorado, the third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Here's Nolan Arenado, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. First offering on its way. Line drive to left. Soto is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
In now, Daniel Murphy. Now Murphy belts one, carrying well to right field. Oh, big dog's gotta eat. A solo shot there for Daniel Murphy as they just continue to pour it on here. The long ball is playing in this one. That was the 4th blast of the game so far for this lineup. Dan Dero, what are your thoughts on what they're doing as a team so far?
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. A final look at this tumbling catch out there in right field. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Speedy Trey Turner digs in now. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. In the air to left. Dahl is over. 1 away.
The right fielder, number 2, Adam Eaton.
Stepping up to the plate, Adam Eaton, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and he pops him up. Arenado has room in foul territory, but this will land untouched. No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. This one's down to third. Arenado has it. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home 4th.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Striding into the box, Anthony Rendon. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command, 0-2.
This is what every pitcher likes to have. Another 0-2 count really puts the hitters on the defensive side in multiple ways. You can go fastball up, you can go breaking ball down. One of the keys, getting ahead, and he's done a very good job of that so far.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. The next 0-2. Freezes him. A strikeout looking. Nationals gone in order. They trail in this one 11-0. So striding in, Raimel Tapia. He's
Leading
1
off
for
for
2 in
Colorado,
this one.
the center fielder, Raimel Tapia.
First pitch on its way. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Eaton going back. Booyah! A solo shot here to straightaway right field as the blowout continues.
Now batting, the catcher, Tony.
Standing in now, Tony Walters.
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Into the box now, Kyle Freeland.
He offers at it and hits it in the air to left.
Soto comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Charlie Blackmon.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Charlie Blackmon. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like
And he hammers it to deep right field, but that'll be off the right field wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Wow, when you're swinging the bat like he is, you want the game to go to extra so you can get some more ABs. That's his 3rd hit of the game, and his swing just keeps getting better and better. Almost hit that one out of here, but he'll take a double anytime.
Coming to the plate now, Trevor Story. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and I'm sure he'd like a base hit of some sort right here, Matty. But hey, you know what? Another fly out wouldn't be all that bad. If he can get it deep enough, he should be able to drive in a nice run with a sac fly.
First pitch of the at-bat. High in the air out to center field. Robles waits on it. And he makes the play, but this should extend their lead as the runner tags from third. And they're not going to get him at third base either. It's a sac fly and an RBI.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the 2nd run of the inning.
So 2 are gone in the Rockies' half of the 5th. And into bat next will be the outfielder David Dahl. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Skied into straightaway right. Eaton is after it. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Rockies are out in front, 13-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
the left fielder.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Stepping in, Juan Soto. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
And that's taken for strike 1. In there at the knees, 0-2 now.
Hey, this guy has been locating his fastball all game to perfection. Talking to a number of big league pitchers over the years, they'll tell you a well-executed fastball with good location is still the best pitch in the game.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there.
Now batting,
he had to stare down
the
a
second
really
baseman,
good hitter, and instead of
Howie.
working around the zone, he
Good
challenged
grip.
him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Here's Howie Kendrick. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Kendrick waiting. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Still a little early to start talking
Now
about
batting,
these things.
first
There you
baseman,
go, right there. A big
Rockies.
goose egg in that hit column, worth
Zimmerman.
keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. So digging in now, Ryan Zimmerman. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And the pitch. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
2 out, nobody on. On, could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
And there's number 8, 1 away.
Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Waiting on it is Dahl. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. Still looking up at a 13-0 score.
Ladies and
Wander
gentlemen,
Suero
your
gets the call to
attention, please.
pitch here, and he'll try to sort
pitching
this mess
for
out.
Washington.
He's going to try to at least
Number
eat a couple of
51.
innings for his guys.
Wander Suero.
Striding in for the Rockies, Nolan Arenado. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame.
Arenado.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya! Nolan Arenado touches them all. His second home run of the game as this lead got even wider. Certainly a tape measure shot there as we take a look at it with our show track technology. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity, so it comes as no surprise that it carried as far as it did.
The first baseman, number 9, Daniel Murphy.
Into the box, Daniel Murphy. Seared down the first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Hit softly down the line at first, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike two. Suero has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. Cue shot here out towards short. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
The batter, number 24, second baseman, Ryan McMahon.
Now in the box, Ryan McMahon. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater, and he's prepared for this next AB.
First pitch on its way. Line drive to left. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
Take a look at this again in slow motion. He tracks this thing all the way, gets his hands quickly through the zone, and just rips it down the left field line, just how they draw it up.
In now, Raimel Tapia. Strike one to start the at-bat. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Soto moves over. 2 down.
The catcher, number 14, Tony Walters.
Now at the plate, Tony Walters. He's 2 for 3 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya! A 2-run blast to straightaway right field as they just continue to pour it on here.
I'll tell you, guys are scrambling in the dugout to get to the plate now, and I can't blame them. Seem like everyone's getting in on the action. That's the 7th home run of the game. When it rains, it pours, I guess.
Now batting, the pitcher, Kyle Freeland.
Stepping in now, Kyle Freeland. Pulled toward right center field. And he will get there as he had to cover a lot of ground to make that play. And that ends the inning. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. On to the bottom of inning number 6. Rockies lead this one 16-0. Into the box now, Kurt Suzuki comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Too high, 1-0.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0 home. This is line to left. In there for extra bases, and there goes the perfect game. And the Nationals get a man into scoring position. It's a leadoff double.
Center fielder,
Hey,
number
Dero, it's
16.
kind of getting late early. That's only their first hit of the game, and we're into the 6th inning.
Yeah, this guy's been on point all day, working it in and out. Their pitching staff obviously did their homework on this offense. But right here, able to break through with the first knock. Hopefully the pass the baton mentality goes into effect, and we get some offense.
And the pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Suzuki leads off second with nobody out. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me,
Now
he hasn't
batting,
walked
the
anyone
pitcher.
either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Guerrero.
As
Your
Drupal
attention,
Cabrera will get a chance
hitting
with a
for
runner in
Washington.
scoring position here as
Number
he'll pinch
13.
hit now with one away.
Drupal. Cabrera.
In there, strike one.
0-1's the count.
On, he pops it up. McMahon ranging into shallow right. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
The batter, number 7. Shortstop. Trey Turner.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Trey Turner. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
Behind 0-2 now. No runs, just one hit, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Hit down the line at first. Murphy has it, so they do get their first hit, but their first run will have to wait as the inning is over. One left for Washington, still 16-0.